y'all, I'm Caroline. I am our social media manager here at Prytania Vet, and over the last few weeks I've been interviewing our doctors. Y'all should check out my interviews with Dr. Taylor, Dr. Nathan, Dr. Biondelillo, and Dr. Foster. They should be on our Facebook page and our YouTube page. And today we are interviewing Dr. Brian Ghere. But a little different this time. Instead of me interviewing him, I'm going to have his daughter, Dr. Taylor, do the interview. Check it out now.
Hey, I'm Dr. Taylor, and today I'm going to be interviewing my dad, Dr. Ghere. So we have a couple of questions picked out to ask him. Our first one is, how did you end up in New Orleans?
Well, that's a long story. So I was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and my dad was a corporate executive, and we got moved around the country kind of like an army family. Every time he got a promotion, we'd move. And about just beginning my 8th grade year, he got relocated to New Orleans, and that's how I got here.
Cool. When you're not at Prytania, what do you like to do?
I love to spend time with my family and my wife and kids. That got a little easier because you work here now, so I get to spend time with you. It's awesome. And I am an avid fisherman, though I haven't been able to do much of that lately because I have 5 little kids at home that require a lot of my time on the weekends right now. But when they get older, I look forward to taking them fishing, and I love to play racquetball.
And we just had a new one about a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, little Miss Emsley, born October 1st.
So why did you decide to be a vet?
So that decision, my first inkling of wanting to be a veterinarian came when I was really young, probably 5 or 6 years old, and we lived in the suburbs in Milwaukee, and we had a little Springer Spaniel named Cookie, and that was the love of my life, my 2 brothers and I, and we were in the front yard playing with our dog and throwing the ball, and the ball rolled out into the street. We lived on a quiet little, kind of like a cul-de-sac or circle, and ball rolled into the street, and Cookie ran out in the street to go chase after the ball, and a bicyclist happened to be coming by, moving pretty quick, and hit her with the bike. And she screamed and cried, and I was very upset, and I was very concerned that I didn't know how to help her, to make her not hurt anymore. So I had kind of decided to myself I was going to go to school to learn how to make dogs not hurt. It's the first time I remember wanting to be a veterinarian. And then as I went through grade school, the space program was brand new, and like every other boy my age, I wanted to be an astronaut and the president and a fireman. Yeah, so, but I kept coming back to wanting to be a veterinarian, and so that's what I did.
I like that story. What's one thing you wish every pet owner knew?
Not to believe everything they read on the internet, particularly when it comes to pet nutrition.
Yep.
There's a lot of well-intended but misinformed information and advice on the internet about pet nutrition. Is very hard as a layperson to read a pet food label and decipher what that really means. And there's a lot of stuff you will read on the internet by people who claim to be experts who are not. Like I say, they're well-intended but not well-educated. And they propagate a lot of things that kind of empirically make sense, but that are wrong. And so you should ask your veterinarian if you need advice on pet nutrition.
Going into pet stores too, I know people like to believe the people that work in the pet stores and they get paid by those big companies. So it's hard to...
The education the young people that work at the pet store get usually comes from the representatives that sell food in their store. And so talk to the people who have been to vet school about pet food advice.
All right, well, I think that's it. If anybody else has any more questions for Dr. Ghere, you can post them in our Facebook comments. And thank you for watching.
I hope y'all enjoyed that interview with Dr. Taylor and Dr. Brian Ghere. Like she said, if you have any other questions, please put them in the comments below. And I don't know about you, but I think we should continue with these interviews. Who do you want me to interview next? Gwen, our practice manager? Maybe Daniel, the office manager? Or have you met Jeremy? He's our supervisor of ICU and treatment and also our director of training. He's been here for about 20 years. I think that could be a fun one. Just let me know in the comments below. Bye, y'all.